Hello, welcome to Business with me, Darryl Kwao. Government, with support from some local banks, has set aside more than $50 million to complete some abandoned housing projects in the country. That's according to Deputy Minister in charge of Housing, Frida Prempeh. She disclosed this at a joint venture agreement between two private firms to support government to roll out about 100,000 affordable housing units in the country. My colleague Bismarck Awusa was at the signing ceremony and our reports.
The Deputy Minister in charge of Housing, Frida Prempeh, has reiterated the President's commitment to complete all outstanding housing projects in the country before the end of his tenure. This follows several criticisms by a section of the public that successive governments normally abandon projects started by their predecessors.
The Senate has finished with the Botima one. The Kumasi one is about 90% complete. And if you listen to the President in the State of the Nation address, he made mention that we've put together some local banks who are going to support us to roll out or finish that of Wa, Tamale and Koforidua to the tune of about $51 million. So we've worked behind the scenes. When we assumed office, we had to look through the documentations. People started the project, so we had to put things right before coming out.
Madam Frida Prempeh was addressing the media after the signing of a memorandum of understanding between private estate developers, HS Kodana Company Limited, and Turkish company, SIDA EPCM, to roll out about 100,000 affordable housing units in the country. Kofi Asante Entry is chief executive of HS Kodana.
We have partnered with able foreign and EPC contractors, that's engineering, procurement and construction partners, and one of them is SIDA partners from Turkey. They are going to help us initiate 5,000 housing units, and the land that has been allocated us is at Ojobi, just after Kaswa.
On his part, Maslam Dinta, the president of Turkish firm SIDA EPCM, pledged commitment to engage more locals in the construction process.
Sayın Bakan Yardımcısına biz bütün kalple katılıyoruz.
As time goes on, they will take a lot of workers from here, they will teach them the new technology, and they will start most of the production when it comes to the materials that are going to be used for the construction.
Government continues to adopt several measures to bridge the current housing gap, which stands at over 1.7 million units. Bismarck Awusa, Joy Business.
Now, Chief Executive Officer of the Tamana Rice Mill, Issa Shaibu, is lamenting the destruction of hundreds of hectares of rice farms belonging to the company by annual bushfire occurrences. He said between 2016 and 2018, the situation led to a production shortfall affecting the company's fortunes. Martina Bugri reports.
Mr. Issa Shaibu, who raised these concerns at the outdooring of the company's new brand of rice, Nasia Star, and the inauguration of its women's group, COA, said the company lost about 112 hectares of rice farmlands to bushfires.
2016, we had a lot of fire that has consumed our farms. 2017, we also have a fire incident that also has consumed the fire and the rice, so we're not able to harvest. And the challenge that we are also facing is financially to the women, because the girls, they need a lot of finance to be able to buy a lot of the rice to process and also sell to the public.
The municipal chief executive for the West Mamprisi municipality, Abu Mohammed, said rice production is an untapped resource Ghana is yet to discover.
It's already supporting in the first place, we have sent some proposals for profiles to trees, and I quite remember they've made a number of pieces to respect the factory. So, by and large.
And that's it for business. Coming up in sports, Kumasi Asante Kotoko back home after losing to Nkana FC of Zambia in a CAF Confederation Cup, and they quickly go straight into camp in a bid to make amends in subsequent matches. Baba Tando will have the details after this break.